The Minister for Education.
Thank you, sir. The Marshall Liberal Government is investing significant funds in lifting public education facilities across South Australia, and I was very, very keen to see Jordan Dodd, the Liberal candidate for Badcoe, has been out and about in her community. And I know that in that community people have expressed great appreciation for some of the things the government has done over and above any government previously to support schools and preschools in her electorate of Badcoe. Indeed, last year, sir, in the budget, this government put in place not just one but two rounds of stimulus grants for every single preschool in South Australia's government education system. That means, sir, that the Forbes Children's Centre, the Glandore Community Kindergarten, the Coralta Park Community Kindergarten, the Netley Kindergarten, the Plympton South Kindergarten have all received first a grant of $20,000 and then a further grant of $30,000 to enable those outstanding early education sites to undertake important maintenance works, whether that be indeed in relation to landscaping, as indeed has been the case at Forbes Children's Centre and Netley Kindergarten, new playgrounds or improved nature play areas, as Netley has also done, whether it's in relation to outdoor shade structures, as has been put in place at Coralta Park, or whether indeed it's in relation to painting jobs or kitchen renovations or roofing, whatever the tasks may need to be. Some of them have been in relation to replacing floor coverings at some preschools and children's centres I've been to. But $50,000 is a significant boost to any preschool budget. And as I've been going around South Australia, I've been really encouraged at the warmth of reception that I've received from early childhood educators who have really appreciated what this has done. It's also meant jobs for local tradies and small businesses in communities right around South Australia. So tradies and small businesses in Badcoe and other regions in metropolitan and regional South Australia have benefited from some of this work. Those grants didn't just go to our preschools, of course. They also went to every public school in South Australia at a rate between $20,000 to $100,000, depending on the circumstances of the school, whether they'd heading out of the capital works undergoing right now or indeed in recent times for primary schools. And indeed so in Badcoe as well. Grants of between $20,000 and $100,000 have enabled the replacement of flooring, toilet upgrades, indeed a range of shade structures, storage replacements, new playgrounds and the like across schools like Richmond Primary School, Plympton Primary School, Forbes Primary School, Black Forest Primary School and indeed the edge of the electorate, the Plympton International College and the Errington Special Education Centre. Worth noting as well the fantastic work that's been done at Plympton International College, indeed following on from some other important works recently, the $3 million capital works project, which has been underway for a couple of years, is now complete, and indeed that is going to be an outstanding facility that will support that school going forward. The significant growth in the number of students, the confidence that the community has in supporting the work at Plympton International College has grown significantly in recent years to the point where it is now a school of choice for many, many families. I note that the member for Badcoe herself was among those Labor members who was willing to talk down the offering at Plympton International College when there was some rezoning underway in 2019, and I hope that she has reflected on that in the years since, because the important thing is that every public school in South Australia is doing a tremendous job, and there are many, many people who are working so hard to do work for our students and children across public education. I've had conversations with people who have chosen Plympton International College. Indeed, I know one family that moved into the area because they were so keen on the Chinese bilingual program for their child that they would have access to that world-class program. They've moved into that zone, and they are so pleased with the decisions this government has made to ensure that that was indeed more feasible than it was before. Jordan Dodd's done a great work in terms of advocating for these schools. Also the Black Forest Primary School, which is in round 3 of the capital works programs, and that $5 million program will indeed be rolled out very soon.
Member for Badcoe.
The Marshall Liberal Government has increased capital works funding for our public education system over the last 3 years dramatically. The Labor Party often talks about their $600 and something million program. We have a $1.4 billion program of works, 5 new schools, more than 100
Member for
projects,
Badcoe is
and indeed,
warned.
18 of those projects now completed, including the Plympton International College, serving constituents in the southwest of Adelaide, including in the electorate of Badcoe, and I congratulate Jordan Dodd for her strong work and advocacy on behalf of all of these sites.